What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy. I've got my winter stuff set up on my farm. I've got an interesting little video for you. I've got some time lapses that I did using the GoPro over the last year to kind of see how we got to this point. I've got some spring, summer, fall, changing my fields out from having cattle in them to the planting the corn. Well, we plow the field, then we plant the corn, then we've got full corn. Then we ended up with a corn maze. Now we're on a Christmas tree farm, along with an ice skating rink. The goats are still over there. In the past, I've done reindeer farms, so I did add 2 reindeer. I've got a dozen or so, but I might put them up a little bit later after Christmas once I take out some of the Christmas stuff, so that might be a switch over. But yeah, kind of got a few things going on through here in the rest of this video. I wanted to do an intro just to give you an idea of what we're going to look at. Right now we are pretty set for snow. I know there's not a lot of snow on the ground other than right around where the ice skating rink is. We got a couple trucks pulling in, a couple trees, my custom trees back here. I really like how those turned out. They're really part intensive. There's so many parts in those things. I think each one probably 30 to 40 bucks a piece, I would guess. Rough estimate. But anyway, yeah, let's take a look at all of the time-lapse stuff as we go, and maybe it'll give you some ideas for your own farm or your own city or park display, whatever you want to do or whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. Yes, I had a giant chicken shrine in my farm at one time. So here's my original farm design. I had all these modulars on the far side. I wanted to expand my farm. That's why a lot of my viewers come to the channel to see the farm stuff. So we're going to expand the farm here. I had to add another silo. I added a hillside, open pasture for my horses, which then allowed me to add another barn as well, and move that tower silo, which you see it just fell over. Move it over here, move the old hay barn over, and then that gives me a space in the actual old part of the farm for the bigger dark red barn, which I usually put the tractors in. I filmed this twice already because I forgot to hit play on the mic, so hopefully this time it works. So as you can see, we've got to put some of the trees around. We've got the spring trees in. Now, after I did that and made the expansion, I had to add a railroad crossing for the farm so the tractors could get from one field to the other. Now this is common around where I live, where the same owner may own both fields on the side of the railroad tracks on each side. So they just have a little dirt crossing or gravel crossing going across just to access both parts of their farm. Totally normal where I live. I know other places in other countries for sure that's not common at all, but around here, yeah, you don't really blink an eye at it. You just look both ways when you're on the tractor and then zoom across. So I had to add a little bit of dirt around there just to make it look like it's a well-worn path. Yeah, trying to add a little bit more than colors. Just one color isn't realistic, so that's why I did that. You can see the hay bales out in the field. We've got the baler and then the hay rake going, and then the one tractor's got the belly mounted sickle bar under it. So that's what that's for out in the field. You can see I had to add gates for it as well, just to be sure the cattle don't get out if I do change it back. And that's what that was for. Now, you can see other areas. We've got the pigs on the left side. The right side has beehives. And then we've got the chicken coop over in the left. Now, we had the tree, or now here's the plowed part of the field. We'll take out those palisade bricks and then move a few things around. We're going to come back. We've got the planter. We've got the custom John Deere 8RX that I made. We're going to get this field planted. So just add some 1x plates, set your planter up, and then, yeah, it gives it that effect that it's actively being planted. There's a little close-up of it. Custom planter, custom tractor. We've got a 4-wheeler running around. And then we have to spray it, so there's the sprayer going through the field. Now that we've got that done, little bit later on, the corn's mature. We've got to get the cornfields in, which is what I'm doing here. It's a quick changeover. Yeah, it doesn't take long when you build on these mills plates. I come back over the back side. There's our full field. We get the combine in the field there. We're ready to go. Get the tractor. Then, before we did that, we had fun and made a corn maze like I've done the last few years. So I'm going to change that out to get it ready for winter, but I'm going to show you just a little bit more of the fall before we completely switch over. But blank slate for winter. There's what our fall colors look like. There's Fireball, Holland Grain. Got the combine in the field there. There's a better angle of the combine. Now here's our winter setup. Blank slate. We're going to use custom snow tree covered trees. That Chinese New Year set with the ice skating rink. We had to add the little outhouse beside it. Tried to cover a lot of my trees, put some snow color on them. This closest area here, we're going to end up doing a Christmas tree farm like I've done in the past. I've also done a reindeer farm. I think I've got 8 or 10 reindeer. I didn't do that this year. I did add a couple reindeer just to get them out of the box. But anyway, now this is what from a year ago, so a little bit different, but we're changing back to summer from the winter, or maybe changing to spring. So I had to take out all the stuff. And then this is also before I have the goats over in that side little area. So we'll take all that out. We'll put in the green, a little bit of color. We got to add all the white panel fencing back. And you'll notice, yeah, I haven't made the train crossing yet either. We get the tractor in there. We got to get those expensive black and white cows. The other dozen or so of the darker color tan cows. Get all the snow off. I think I forgot that tree. That's why I did that at the last minute. And then we are set to go for another year. So I might do this video again next year and see if anything changes, see if I come up with any new ideas. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you liked it. And we'll see you in the next one. Check out my other farming videos.